There are questions that often arise at different stages of life. In our 20s, we ask, who will I become? In our 30s, how can I build a solid career and a strong family? By our 40s, is this enough? How far have I come? But then, as the afternoon sun begins to cast its glow on graying hair, another question slowly, quietly makes its way into our thoughts. What truly matters now? Is it health or is it wealth? Not everyone realizes this question right away. Many only encounter it on a windless afternoon when the golden light of dusk spreads across the old walls. Perhaps it comes while sitting alone in a quiet kitchen, watching a cup of tea grow cold without taking a sip. Or maybe when a dull ache in the lower back becomes a constant reminder, making every step feel heavier. Sometimes it comes in the form of a phone call from an old friend, someone who once chased the race of success, now speaking slowly with regret. Looking back, I don't even know what I was really living for. That sentence sounds like a gentle knock on the door of memory, not a complaint, but a deep confession from someone who has spent most of life caught in an endless cycle. Someone who once succeeded, once was wealthy, once admired, and now would trade it all to relive the simple moments they once let slip by. Many people after 50 begin to rearrange their priorities, no longer chasing titles, no longer obsessed with achievements, no longer counting days through contracts or financial reports. Instead, they begin to notice their heartbeat when climbing stairs, the quality of their sleep, the sweetness in a simple meal, and the sincerity in a loved one's smile. This doesn't mean money becomes unimportant. Finances are still essential to provide security, to heal, to live without dependence. But gradually, one realizes money can't buy back the strength in your legs, the steadiness of your blood pressure, or the joy of waking up without aches and pains. In quiet neighborhoods, you'll often see elders walking slowly through the park each morning. Their faces may not be young, but their eyes shimmer with simple joy. They don't carry phones, don't wear smartwatches, don't speak much, but they are fully present in every step. They live slowly but deeply. They live modestly but truly. And then there are those who, despite possessing great wealth, live in luxurious apartments with the latest air purifiers, yet their hearts are weary and their eyes hollow. They eat expensive food, yet have no appetite. They sleep on therapeutic beds, yet toss and turn all night. Each health check brings new anxiety. Every phone call from the hospital feels like a jolt of fear. The difference isn't in the bank account, but in the way one lives. Some live to care for their bodies, nourish their souls, and protect their peace. Others live to accumulate, yet forget to care for themselves. So the real question is, why wait until your health breaks down to return to what matters? Why not begin now, while your legs still hold you, while your eyes still greet the sunrise? There once was a man who symbolized success in the financial world. He ran major companies, traveled the globe, owned everything others dreamed of. But one day his body fell ill. What seemed like a minor condition turned out to be chronic. During his hospital stay, he began journaling, something he never had time for before. He wrote about all he had missed: his son's first birthday, the day his wife held him and cried from loneliness, the afternoon his mother passed away while he was at a conference in Europe. When people read those pages, they realize what we regret most are not missed chances to make money, but missed moments to truly live. After 50, the body speaks louder, not as a sign of decline, but as a gentle reminder. It's time to listen. It's time to return to yourself. Health doesn't demand grand things, just presence, a meal on time, a deep night's rest, a slow walk under the afternoon sun. These are the body's way of saying, I'm still here, care for me. And money, it should remain a companion if it's placed in the right position, not as master, but as tool. A tool to live, not to chase. A means to give, to build value for others, to care for loved ones, but never at the cost of your inner peace. So how do we live in a way that balances both? How can we have strong health and solid finances? That's a conversation for another time. But for now, perhaps what matters most is not doing, but pausing. Pause to reflect. Pause to look back on where you've been and where you're headed. Try to imagine yourself at 80, not with fear, but with calm. At that age, you won't ask, "Why didn't I make more money?" You'll ask, "Why didn't I live more deeply? Why didn't I laugh more, love more? Why didn't I let an ordinary afternoon become something sacred?" 50 is not the end. It is a new chapter, one that no longer needs to prove anything, only to live truthfully. No longer needs to push, only to return. And to return, you need nothing more than courage. The courage to let go. The courage to choose again. The courage to place health above all else. Because health is not the key to living long. It's the key to living deeply, living truly, and living fully. After taking some time to reflect on the important question, health or wealth, which should be prioritized, this next part of the journey will help us understand that living a fulfilling life after 50 isn't about choosing between health and wealth. It's about how to harmoniously balance, both guiding them to walk together in a way that is light yet deeply meaningful. When one realizes that health is the foundation for all wealth, all success, and all joy in life, there's no need to sacrifice one's well-being to chase an external goal. After 51 begins to understand that there need not be a choice between wealth and health. Instead, it's about making smart choices that allow both to coexist in a way that supports one another. Choosing a simpler way of life. Practicing mindful living. One of the most important things people can do after 50 is slow down, live deeply, and live authentically. Life is no longer a race nor a competition. It is a search for something deeper through each step, every action, and every moment. One of the easiest yet most meaningful ways to live is through practicing mindfulness, where every action is done with full awareness and a calm mind. For example, instead of rushing through meals, one can take the time to appreciate every bite, to be grateful for the food, and truly savor the sweetness of life. When eating, rather than hurrying to finish one, can pause for a few seconds, breathe deeply, and feel the taste, letting the moment settle into the body. This connection with oneself allows the body to feel that it is not merely going through the motions, but is truly living. This practice of mindfulness doesn't require radical changes. It only requires attention to the seemingly small things that carry immense power. Health as a precious asset, maintaining a healthy body and mind. There's no denying that when health falters, wealth, no matter how much it is, cannot make life enjoyable. Physical decline, illness, or even a lack of energy can make life feel tiresome and meaningless. Therefore, after 50, taking care of physical health is incredibly important. A healthy body not only allows people to feel more energetic, but it is also the key to continuing to work, enjoy life, and care for loved ones. First, one must adopt a healthy eating habit. After 50, the body needs easily digestible nutrients, low in unhealthy fats and sugars. A balanced diet rich in vegetables, fruits, fiber, vitamins, and minerals is the foundation for maintaining energy and long-term health. A healthy diet not only benefits health, but also helps maintain ideal weight, reducing the risks of heart disease and diabetes, common ailments in older adults. In addition, regular exercise not only keeps the body healthy, but also helps maintain a sharp mind. Whether it's light exercises like walking, yoga, or Tai Chi, these activities improve blood circulation, keep the body flexible, and assist in recovery after tiring days. In fact, many people at this age find joy in simple routines, not necessarily to lose weight, but to create a foundation of health for their lives. It's not just physical health. Mental health is equally important. In your 50s, learning how to relax and reduce stress becomes essential. Chronic stress can harm cardiovascular health, weaken the immune system, and lead to many mental health problems. Finding relaxation methods such as meditation, reading, listening to music, or simply sitting quietly and absorbing the peace within are all valuable practices. Wealth smart management and sustainable living. While health is crucial, that doesn't mean financial management should be overlooked. After 50, when work may slow down, children become independent, and the pressures of life lessen, many begin to think about managing their finances to live more comfortably in the later years. Saving money is important, but more importantly, one must know how to use money wisely. After 50, many understand that rather than accumulating wealth for things that aren't truly necessary, it's essential to use money in ways that enrich life. This could include spending on activities that maintain health, such as sports, joining yoga or meditation classes, or simply engaging in relaxing, joyful activities that nurture mental well-being. Taking care of health during this stage doesn't always have to involve complex programs. Sometimes it's about investing in simple pleasures, traveling for relaxation, walking in nature, or taking time off to recharge physical and mental energy. Also, having a stable financial plan reduces the worry about the future, giving people peace of mind. Integrating health and wealth, living realistically and meaningfully. The balance between health and wealth is not just theoretical. After 50, it's important to practically acknowledge that building a healthy life isn't only about food and exercise, but also about living in harmony with what one already has. When health is stable and the mind is at peace, it's easier to discover new opportunities to grow financially without sacrificing one's well-being. Life isn't just a series of working hours to earn money. It's a journey of discovering, understanding oneself, and living fully every day. After 50, it's no longer the time to chase impossible dreams, but the time to reflect on the values already attained and how to continue enjoying those values. When someone knows how to maintain health and manage wealth wisely, they can not only live longer, but also live more deeply, joyfully, and peacefully. And that is the most important thing in this stage of life. After taking time to reflect on the big question, health or wealth, which should be prioritized, and realizing that it's not about choosing between the two, but about harmonizing them, we now move into the third part of this journey. This is not just about finding the answer, but rather about a profound exploration of how to live after 50, when there's no longer a need to race against time, but instead we start learning how to slow down, live more deeply, and live more realistically. This part will help each person realize that life after 50 is not an end, but a new chapter. A chapter not only filled with challenges, but also rich with opportunities to reinvent oneself. These opportunities are not about chasing success, but about discovering a new way of life, where health, wealth, and life's meaning can walk together in harmony. To live healthily after 51 cannot rely on luck or external conditions. What matters most is taking control of your life through the small habits formed every day. One of the foundational elements of this journey is a proper diet. For many, after turning 50, they realize that the way they eat is one of the most important factors in maintaining health. A healthy diet after 50 doesn't just help maintain weight, it also minimizes the risk of chronic diseases. Your meals don't need to be complicated or expensive. What's most important is eating plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables, replacing processed foods with wholesome ingredients, and adding fiber-rich and vitamin-packed foods. Foods like fish, chia seeds, beans, berries, and citrus fruits help the body stay healthy while reducing the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure, common ailments for older adults. In addition to diet, maintaining a regular but gentle exercise routine is essential. Light exercises like walking, yoga, or Tai Chi help keep the body flexible, improve circulation, and reduce stress. These exercises don't require much strength, but offer significant physical and mental health benefits. Upon reaching 50, many people realize that health is not a race. It's a long journey that requires persistence. You don't need to have the body you had in your youth, But what matters is that your body has the energy needed for daily activities and that you can enjoy life fully. After 50, life is no longer a race to acquire wealth and power. However, that doesn't mean financial goals should be completely discarded. Wealth still plays an important role in creating security, freedom, and the ability to live without financial pressure. But instead of setting out to earn more money just for the sake of wealth, after 51 needs to think about how to use money in ways that maintain a stable, healthy, and happy life. One simple way to achieve this is by learning how to manage personal finances wisely and strategically. Once important financial obligations like paying off debt and supporting children are met, you can begin focusing on saving for the later years of life. These savings will allow you to live comfortably without constantly worrying about money. However, saving doesn't mean sacrificing the enjoyment of life. A smart financial strategy after 50 involves spending money on activities that bring joy and mental fulfillment. You can spend on short getaways, favorite sports activities, or even participate in creative workshops to continue personal growth. It's not just about saving, it's also about spending wisely. This means using money to invest in health, relaxation, and things that bring happiness. When you live with a reasonable financial plan, not only does health become easier to maintain, but money can also become a tool to enjoy life more fully. After 50, when the pressures of work have eased, when children have become independent, and the weight of life's responsibilities has lightened, one begins to realize that life isn't just about the pursuit of success and wealth. It's about finding deeper meaning in the relationships we build and the activities we engage in every day. This is the time to build a life with clear purpose, one that helps you continue to feel fulfilled and connected in the years ahead. One of the important things to do after 50 is to discover your life's purpose, not to prove anything to others, but to feel completeness within yourself. It might be as simple as taking care of a small garden, participating in volunteer activities, or sharing life lessons with the next generation. These actions not only bring joy to yourself, but also help build strong, loving relationships, allowing you to feel a deep connection to the community. Not everyone over 50 will have the opportunity to travel the world or experience extraordinary things, but there are simple joys in life like sitting with family, sharing stories and hopes that create richness and meaning. Finally, when health and wealth are harmonized, life becomes lighter and fuller. Health becomes the foundation for joy, vitality, and long-lasting well-being. Wealth, in turn, becomes a tool for securing peace and freedom. And when we realize that we don't need to chase distant dreams, but can live in the moment, taking care of ourselves and loving those around us, life becomes rich in its own unique way. So this journey is not an end. It's simply a transition into a new life, one where every person learns how to slow down, live deeply, and live more meaningfully. After 50, everyone has the chance to explore new values, create a life that is light, but full of meaning. As we reach the end of this journey, the question that once lingered, health or wealth, which should be prioritized, now becomes less about choosing between the two and more about understanding that both are vital components in crafting a meaningful life after 50. It's about the synergy between them, how health, when nurtured, enables us to enjoy the fruits of wealth, and how wealth, when used wisely, can support and protect our well-being. Reflecting on the path we've taken together. Throughout this exploration, we've learned the importance of balancing health and wealth in our lives, especially as we age. From the realization that we need to slow down, savor each moment, and practice mindfulness in everything we do, to the understanding that financial stability after 50 should not come at the expense of our physical or emotional health, we've uncovered truths that can significantly impact how we live. In part 1, we looked at the bigger picture. The choice between health and wealth is not a true choice at all. Health is the foundation of joy in life, and wealth is the tool that allows us to thrive. We need both, and we need them to work together. In part 2, we dive deeper into the practical steps needed to make this synergy a reality. We discuss how to balance spending and saving, how to nurture our bodies through thoughtful habits like eating well and exercising regularly, and how to find peace of mind by being financially smart without sacrificing our well-being. In part 3, we reflected on the deeper meanings of life after 50. We discovered that living well after 50 isn't just about surviving or coasting through life. It's about rediscovering purpose, meaning, and joy in everything we do. It's about nurturing the relationships that matter, investing in our health, and living in a way that aligns with our values. Now, as we reach the final stage of this journey, we look toward the future, not as a destination, but as an ongoing path that we walk each day, choosing how to live with intention, with awareness, and with a sense of peace. The importance of continued growth. Life after 50 isn't a time to settle into routine or stop growing. It's a time to shift gears and refine your journey, to focus on what truly matters and to let go of things that no longer serve you. But this shift doesn't happen overnight. It requires continuous effort, small changes, and a commitment to prioritizing what's important. Let's start with the concept of purpose. Purpose doesn't necessarily have to mean a grand mission or a life-changing goal. It can be found in small, everyday things. It could be getting up early to tend to a garden, picking up a new hobby, or simply deciding to be present in your relationships. Purpose is what drives you to get out of bed in the morning, to enjoy your work, and to find fulfillment in even the smallest of tasks. A crucial part of this journey is gratitude. After 50, many of us are blessed with more time to reflect. Take time each day to pause and appreciate what you have, whether it's your health, the people you love, or the simple pleasures of life. Gratitude shifts the focus away from what's missing and brings attention to what's already present, filling your heart with contentment and joy. Taking care of the present to build a bright future. While we cannot predict the future, we can certainly take steps today that will shape it. The body may begin to show signs of aging, and we may face challenges that we didn't have to deal with before, but by focusing on maintaining a healthy lifestyle, staying mentally sharp, and ensuring our financial well-being, we set ourselves up for the best possible future. Living with intention means being proactive rather than reactive. Instead of waiting for health issues to arise, take steps now to prevent them. Invest in your health through good food, regular exercise, and mental wellness practices. Similarly, take the time now to prepare financially, whether that means saving, investing wisely, or planning for retirement. Financial security allows you to enjoy the fruits of your labor in later years without the anxiety that often comes with financial instability. Moreover, as we age, our relationships become more important than ever. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who bring joy and positivity into your life. Foster relationships that nurture you, and let go of toxic connections that drain your energy. Whether it's family, friends, or even pets, the bonds we form as we grow older are a key part of our well-being. Emotional health is just as important as physical health, and having a strong support system is invaluable. Mindfulness and meditation, key tools for staying centered. Mindfulness and meditation are essential practices for anyone looking to live a life of fulfillment, especially after 50. These practices help us stay grounded in the present moment, helping us release stress, anxiety, and distractions. Meditation doesn't have to mean sitting for hours in silence. It can be as simple as taking a few moments each day to breathe deeply, focus on your body, and clear your mind. Mindfulness helps us appreciate life as it is without constantly striving for the next thing. It encourages us to live in the moment, to fully experience the sensations of daily life, and to be grateful for what we have. By incorporating mindfulness into our daily routine, we can reduce stress, enhance our emotional well-being, and live with more clarity and purpose. The joy of simplicity, living with less but living more. There is a common misconception that living after 50 means slowing down and doing less. But in reality, it's about doing less of the things that don't matter and more of what truly fulfills us. Simplifying our lives often leads to greater happiness as we free ourselves from the weight of excessive material possessions, obligations, and unnecessary stress. Embrace simplicity. It could mean decluttering your home to make space for peace, or it could mean saying no to commitments that drain your energy. Simplicity in life is not about deprivation. It's about creating room for what matters most. It's about finding joy in the quiet moments, the little things that make life meaningful, whether it's enjoying a cup of coffee in the morning, taking a walk in nature, or sharing a laugh with a loved one. These small moments of simplicity bring richness to life. Final advice: living the life you truly deserve. As we reach the end of this video, here's the most important piece of advice for anyone navigating life after 50. Live for today with awareness, with love, and with purpose. Health and wealth are both essential, but they are most powerful when aligned. Take care of your body, your mind, and your soul, and the rest will follow. Don't wait for tomorrow to start making changes. Start today. Your future self will thank you for the steps you take now to prioritize your health, your finances, and your overall well-being. Set goals that align with your values. Cherish the relationships that bring you joy, and live each day with intention. You have the power to shape your future, to create a life that is not just about surviving, but about truly living. Remember, life after 50 is not a time to stop growing. It's a time to begin living more fully. It's a time to slow down, reflect, and start building a life that is meaningful, purposeful, and truly fulfilling. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the upcoming exciting videos.